hand movements alone.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan was quick, but he always had those like funny ways about him.
Right.
Where
like,
Jet Li is like, I'm kicking your ass.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean,
that's my agenda.
Yeah, like
I'm not here to amuse you. I'm here to hurt you.
Hey, Jackie Chan excelled at like shit like The Drunken Master.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I
it's
like
great,
Jackie Chan.
it's great stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you look at the stuff he did in America, like with Chris Tucker and with Owen Wilson, the cowboy movies.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. I mean, not my... I should say, I enjoyed those movies.
Yeah.
But it was like... Well, first off, it was like old man Jackie Chan. You know? Yeah. But still, like, you know...
Well, that's why when you get these guys that know these professions... It's kind of like Frank Grillo. He was the perfect man to be on Kingdom running that gym because he did that in real life. That was his life.
Okay. For those who don't know, that's going to be 99% of you.
Oh my God. Don't sell that show short.
I'm not going to. But Kingdom was a show, what was it, on Amazon?
No, it was on like DirecTV or some stupid shit like that. I can't remember.
But it was a show about UFC fighters or mixed martial arts fighters in a particular gym / dojo that was run by Frank Grillo's character.
Grillo. It's not Gorillo. It's Grillo.
Grillo. Excuse me.
He's not a gorilla.
So anyway, but it was like this so like because most people like you say that like most people are gonna like know that show.
Probably like who the hell's Frank Grillo?
Yeah, Crossbones.
Crossbones, or if you want the Purge movies, the second Purge movie.
Right.
Oh, and the third.
Right. Yeah. I understand that, but like most people who listen to this podcast, when I say he played Crossbones, they're like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know him.
Well, I was just throwing the Purge in there just in case anybody is a fan like me.
I'm sure there are a few, but, you know.
All right, so anyways.
Yeah. Where are we going with all this?
I was saying it was good that they picked Jet Li for that because he knew that. And I was saying just like Frank Grillo when they put him in, it gigged him.
Right.
Now throwing Nick Jonas and that other guy in there was just, oh, that's cool too, as his sons, you know? Yeah. They didn't know it like he did. Like he won...
Right.
Trophies and award. I mean, he was very big over there.
Right. So
yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on to some sad news.
No. I don't like sadness.
Well, I mean, it's sad in a way that, you know, in a certain way. But directing great Richard Donner has passed away.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
He was 91, so it's not sad, but still it's...
Well, it's those things like your idols are starting to leave this world.
But, like, I mean, Richard Donner, for those who do not know...
Shame on you.
He directed the first Omen movie. That's, like, where he, like, got his big breakthrough. That was his first motion picture.
Aye.
Then he directed Superman the Motion Picture.
Right.
You know, he directed Superman 2 in a way.
I was gonna say, I didn't remember you telling me that one.
Well, there was some controversy. Like, he got fired in the middle of that, and they hired another director, but a lot of his stuff got used. And many, many years later, they actually released the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2.
Kind of like they did with Zack Snyder. Yeah.
It didn't add a ton, but there were some interesting things. Like in Superman 2, everything that you see that was that has Gene Hackman in it,
yes,
was directed by Richard Donner.
Okay.
Gene Hackman was so pissed off that they fired Richard Donner, he refused to come back.
Really?
Yeah. So anything with Gene Hackman was directed by Richard Donner.
I don't have nothing negative to say about that because I like Gene Hackman.
Yeah. Also,
so sorry.
When Donner directed the movie, he was using Marlon Brando still. Like, there's a scene where Superman, like, revokes his power, and the conversation he has in the Donner version is with Marlon Brando. In the theatrical release, it was with his mother, Laura.
Okay.
I can't remember the actress's name who played her.
Okay.
Which is like vastly different. And then there were a few other little things here and there that like changed. But he directed Superman 2. He directed The Goonies. He directed the Lethal Weapon movies, all 4 of them. So he was a guy who had a major effect in the 70s and 80s on film. Like, you know, his name is associated with some of the biggest movies that come out of those 2 decades.
Good.
Yeah. And
he definitely leaves a legacy behind.
Absolutely. And it's like one of those things where it's like a few months ago, like he was talking about coming back and doing a Lethal Weapon 5.
Oh, we don't need that.
Well, that's what I said at the time. Like, we don't need this shit.
I do not need a 5. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, especially because, I mean, and here's the problem. 4 was enough. Then they tried to do the TV show, which, you know, fell face plant. So, at this age, if they're using the same characters from the movies, I'll pass.
Yeah, he was talking about bringing back...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he was talking about bringing the original
Unless
crew
you're, like,
back.
jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else, setting everything 30 years into the future, I don't need a Lethal Weapon 5.
Yeah, but that's he was talking about doing that. And I was like,
Yeah,
no one wants to see Mel Gibson and Danny Glover try to, you know...
Especially if one of them is stuck on a toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't need that. Yeah, no. I actually don't care for anything Mel Gibson has done in like the past 20 years.
Wow.
Like I was never a huge fan of his to begin with. Road Warrior is about as Mel Gibson as I can get. Well, except for Signs, but that's because of Joaquin Phoenix.
That's interesting, because I
mean, other than Lethal Weapon.
Right.
Because I did enjoy Lethal Weapon movies.
So if we look at his...
Maybe it's the last 10 years. I don't know.
I'll probably give you the last 10 years, because, like, ever since, like, you know, he, started calling, Lady Cops sugar tits, and, you know...
Oh, sorry. I don't know. What? No, I don't need to know. Never mind. Yeah. I don't want to know.
Let's see. The last... Signs is probably the last really good Mel Gibson movie, and that was 2002.
Okay, so since then.
Like, since then...
Because I did like that movie where his son was kidnapped. That was before Signs, right?
Yeah.
I did like that one.
So, like, Signs, We Were Soldiers, What Women Want.
Nope.
The Patriot.
Nope.
The Patriot was really good.
Don't like it.
Payback.
Nope.
Lethal Weapon 4. Conspiracy Theory.
Haven't even watched it.
Ransom. Ransom was the one that you were talking about.
Yeah, okay, one good one slipped through.
Braveheart. That's a great movie.
It's a good movie, but not because of him.
I
don't like his whole Richard Wallace speech or whatever it is with the blue face. That was just...
Oh, that's amazing.
I know, it's just him. All I could think about is somebody else up on that horse giving that speech.
Yeah. Maverick, which I liked a lot.
No, didn't like it.
Man Without a Face, which is a really good movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Forever Young.
Oh, is that the one where he's the airplane pilot?
Yeah.
Okay, that one was good.
Lethal Weapon 3.
In the last 10 years then, okay? I reinstate that.
Hamlet. He's really good in Hamlet.
I wouldn't know.
But yeah, like in the last, since Signs, which came out in 2002, you're talking about The Singing Detective, which I never even fucking heard of. He was uncredited in Paparazzi. Edge of Darkness. The Beaver, which was a weird movie where he had a puppet beaver. It was directed by Jodie Foster. Yeah, very weird. Get the Gringo, which was actually a really good movie.
He's in it?
Yeah, he's in it. Like, he's a star of that movie, Get the Gringo.
Oh, okay.
And he had a cameo in Machete Kills. He played the bad guy in Expendables 3. Here's one. Daddy's Home 2.
Ugh. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn. But it's not because of him.
Right. I mean, it's a Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's and John Cena, but
yeah, but
not him. I get he's in it, but that's not the reason I like that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done nothing. He's a Fat Man, which is apparently a Santa Claus, a psycho Santa Claus movie. He's in that movie Boss Level with what's his name that you were just talking about?
Frank Grillo.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet. Or I started it and I fell asleep. I can't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, Mel Gibson. Other than the fact that he's apparently a horrific human being.
Oh yeah.
Who
straight up stand up citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, gets drunk and calls cops sugar tits, amongst other things.
Oh my god.
But yeah, getting back to what we were originally talking about, the passing of the great Richard Donner, he will be missed.
Yeah. We will not miss the fifth version, though.
No.
So.
No, thank goodness that did that. No, actually.
And hopefully it went to the grave with them.
Yeah.
The idea of it.
So finally, one last little tidbit here. Streaming service Peacock, which is currently best known for being the current home of the WWE and all of their pay-per-views and WWE Network and whatnot.
Are they the ones that just put out all the Hunger Game movies, or was that Paramount?
I think it was Paramount.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah. No, the Peacock, they just put out it also debuted in theaters, but Boss Baby 2.
Oh, is that where that's at?
Yeah.
I saw it on a commercial at my friend's house, and I was like, okay, he has a sister now? Is this baby never going to grow up?
Well, apparently the baby grew up and then got turned back into... I'm not quite sure. I've watched a trailer for it. I found it very confusing and decided not to watch.
Well, apparently he has a female assistant.
I'm not quite sure what
with him now with this one.
I have no idea, and it just seemed very confusing.
Yeah.
All I know is both as a baby and as an adult, he sounds like Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
I agree.
But.
Yeah.
But apparently, Peacock is announcing that Universal Films will be the exclusive streaming home, or Peacock will be the exclusive streaming home of all Universal films. This includes Universal, Focus Features, Illumination, and DreamWorks Animation. Beginning in 2022, at a minimum of 4 months after release, these movies will then appear on the Peacock, ending a 16-year relationship with HBO.
Okay, wow.
So,
that's a long time.
Yeah, so what this basically means is what channels like HBO and Showtime and Stars have kind of thrived on in many ways is their ability to sign contracts with these studios and have them use their films as content. Mm-hmm. That is changing with the launching of streaming services and everybody owning their own streaming service for the most part. Mm-hmm. This is now changing, and now HBO will they may get to a point where they're only showing Warner Brothers movies.
Right.
Because HBO owns Warner Brothers, right. Or they're part of the same conglomerate. Mm-hmm. Universal Studios, they own Peacock. NBC Universal, they own Peacock, so it makes sense that they